Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mohamed Camara, and welcome back to the channel. You already know what it is. In this video, we're gonna do some store reviews. All right, so I did like a live call last week, and on that live call, I told everybody to send me some stores to my email, and I got a few emails from you guys. So we're gonna go through them. I'm gonna go and personally check you guys' stores. You know, the home page. I'm gonna check the product page. And I'm gonna give an ultimate rating and give some suggestions on how you can get it better and what I think will work for your conversions. But before we get into that, I do want to give a quick shout out to my man Tony Rivera. He was the giveaway winner on our last video for a 30-minute phone call. So if you want a chance to enter a giveaway absolutely free to win a 30-minute phone call with me myself, then go ahead and comment below on this video Shopify store reviews plus whatever comment you have. It can be any suggestion on future videos. You can, just show some love, whatever you want to put. So again, that's Shopify store reviews plus whatever comment you have down below. Go ahead and comment that. You'll automatically be entered into the giveaway for next week, and hopefully you can win that too. But let's get right into this video, man. I got this, I got my laptop open here. We got some emails to look at. So I won't be able to cover everybody, obviously, but I'll try to get through as much as possible. Let's go with this one. Bottles on Go by Essence. So I'm gonna open this, and mainly I'm gonna open this in a mobile view, and that's really all I care about right now, just because 99% of your traffic is really gonna come from mobile. So as we look at this in a mobile view, you got to think about your customer's experience, and that's really all that matters. And right off the bat, my first impression on this homepage is I don't even know what the product is. What are we selling here? So I should be able to visually see whatever the product is and know what I'm getting into, especially if I'm coming off of social media and have no idea what your brand is whatsoever. Another thing I notice is there's no menu items here. You have no menu, Essence. Like, it looks like this store was put together fairly quickly. I see the product down here, but you have to scroll below the fold, a few times just to get to the product. So I suggest you move this section up. Put this section above these little testimonials here, and you probably want to make it the very first thing that people see. Also, choose a background image right here for your banner to make it very evident what the product is. I should be able to visually see, what the product is going to be before I even know what I'm getting into. But let's go check out your product page. So I see you got a lot of images here right off the bat. If you reduce these images down to, let's say, just 4 images and remove this second layer, it'll move the rest of the page up, and that'll bring this add to cart button higher in the page. The whole point is to make these buttons visible, right? Because they can't purchase unless they click this button. So make this button very visible. You want to do that by just choosing a few photos. Okay, less is more on e-commerce. Less is more nowadays. You don't want to confuse your customers. Think about their journey all the time. And once you do that, you're gonna have this a little bit higher. I see you don't have any reviews yet, so go ahead and add some reviews. If not, you're probably hurting yourself and doing more damage by having a empty, 0 stars colored here. But also touch up on your description, man. I mean, it doesn't look like this store is built to sell at all. You got some lazy GIFs on the bottom. They're not even centered correctly, and there's no customer reviews down here. So this is kind of this is just a pointless store at this point. I'm gonna go to your checkout real quick to see what that looks like, but I really have no suggestions for you other than put some meat on the bones here. You got a bare store. It's pretty naked. I didn't even know what it was selling. Even at this point, I don't know what that thing does, and I didn't even have a proper description to be able to tell what it does. So overall, I'll rate this store like a 3 out of 10. I wouldn't see myself shopping here anytime. Let's go down here. Okay, so we have gave us more than just their store, but let's look at the store first. And this is my first time seeing these emails as well, guys. So I don't know any of these stores. I don't know what I'm getting into right now, but these look like this store right here looks pretty good. My first impression is, okay, I see a lock. I know there's something. It's a fingerprint lock, very clear and visible. So good job so far making it very visible what we're getting into. So this is a good job. Before I even scroll down, I want to point out that this person is using they're using a discount code in their announcement bar, and that's a pretty good idea. But you don't want to make the discount complicated too. Again, think about the customer's journey. Are they really gonna sit there and type in limited discount? So limit your discount codes to about 4 or 5 characters top. I really suggest you do that. It's gonna take away from some you're gonna see your sales go up just from doing that. It's gonna be a lot simpler to go and purchase this product. But I like what you got going on here. You got a hero shot of the product. This looks really, really good and clean right here. I love the color scheme, very bold and nothing too tacky. Check the variants real quick. The variants are very plain too, plain and simple, and I like that. Only 2 variants, so there's less confusion. And as you can see, they're marking this price down. They're giving it that perceived value, but don't confuse the customer with the prices. You got in the title here saying today promotional for $32.99, but then it's showing $52.99, then it's showing $67.99. So there's just a lot of prices floating around for one product. If you're doing a promotion, don't put that into the title here. This is not Amazon, okay? I'm just gonna keep scrolling down here, but we see some simple and safer and simple to use. You got some selling points here, so great job on these. I'm not gonna get too into detail on your actual copywriting and everything, but it really is gonna come down to the reasons why people buy. And if you don't know anything about copywriting, descriptions are what sell nowadays. You have to get really good at writing descriptions that are made to sell. Don't just sit and list out, features of your product like, oh, it locks, it's safe, it's gonna keep your stuff safe. It's not that. You have to tie people's emotions into it. And to help you guys out, I'll go ahead and include a little download in the description area. It's gonna be called 16 Reasons Why People Buy. And I basically found like 16 psychological and emotional reasons that drive people to make purchases. And it's all listed in that download below. So go check that out in the description. It's gonna help you out with your copywriting and writing descriptions and your ad copy and things like that. But this is a really, really well done store. I really like this this layout this person's got going on. Let's look at the menu here. Very, very clean, simple menu items, reviews, everything the customer needs to know about this product. So let's go to the actual product page. Very consistent. You got some organized descriptions here. This is what I like to see, and it makes it very, very evident how they could get support. This is a beautiful store. This is probably the best store I've seen in today so far. It's the second store, but it's the best one I've seen so far, and I really, really like it. I would see myself buying something off of this store. So this store gets a 9 out of 10 for me. But let's go on to our next store. Got you. Boom. So we got Pompey here. Let's check out his store. And it looks like right off the bat, my first impression is wearable tech. Okay, so I'm thinking some gadgets, probably some cool watches that I'm gonna get into here. This bar right off the bat, I'm feeling like it's a little bit too large. You might want to reduce your logo size so that moves the rest of the page up a little bit. I like this. I like the announcement bar because you're making it relevant. You're saying all items in December. For those watching, we are in December right now. We're getting ready to wrap up. So this is a good idea. You want to keep things relevant to the time and the shopping season or whatever people are going through. So whether it's Valentine's Day, whether it's Father's Day, Earth Day, whatever the occasion may be, you want to cater your store's message so that it feels that much more relevant. And you're usually going to see that that's going to help you drive your conversions up. But let's scroll down below the fold here. Looks like we have 3 main products. We have 3 main products. A little short description here. We got a banner here at the bottom, which is not bad. This is a good idea. I mean, I would love to see some more reviews here. I would love to see some more credibility. Why should I shop with you? There's plenty of ways where I can get, tech watches. So just thinking from a customer standpoint, why should I shop any one of these instead of another one? And what I would do even is narrow this down to just one. I think this one would be more consistent to show as like the main product, and then you can use these as upsells in the background. You can you want to make less decisions for the customer, right, as much as possible. So by doing a one product store, which is why they're so effective, you can just focus on having this one product here, and then let's say you want to add an upsell, or after a person purchases, you can send them an automatic email, which I'll talk about in another video, and you can have them, suggested other products and things like that. And that's where you'll be able to introduce these. But I think we could stick with one product and really go in on why should somebody buy with you. Okay, you could probably include that in this. You can replace this little description and really emphasize a why buy from us. I also don't see any way I can get help. So let's take a look at your menu. You got some pretty, simple menu items here, and I think you could do a lot better and make sure they're actually connected to your product. So that's one thing you got to fix like immediately. I would get some more background images. This looks kind of generic. Also change the title over here: wearable tech and style, connect, protect, enjoy, Vogue. It's just kind of, it's a little bit too scrambly, a little bit of a mouthful for me, and I'm not really sure what your point is with that. Have a reason. If you're going to use words, have a reason. Otherwise, visually pleasing things get the job done. Let's go to the actual product page. I'm not sure if I mentioned anything about the menu, but make sure you add some relevant items here. You want to have an order tracking page, that shows that people are buying from your store. If people have an order tracking page that they can go to. You want to make sure you have the shipping is good. You want to have your maybe an about us or why buy from us. You want to have all the actual products connected to the menu items. So when I go, I actually can see the product and not end up on a dead page. Okay, but take a look at this right here. I like this. Up until this point right here, I like everything going on. Just now we have too many decisions for the customers. Once again, you want to limit these things, and I can't even select a different option here. So you're better off just deleting this variant from your product. You could go into your product settings on your store, and you can go down and you'll see the options. It will say edit options, and you can just delete any of these variants, and that'll eliminate some of these tasks for your customers here. And then you have black. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy right here. Look at this. You have, I'm not even going to count, but this looks like more than 20 different variant options for your customers. And I'm not sure about any of y'all watching this, but I would not sit here and scroll through any of this, even if I love this watch. I'm not going to sit and scroll through what kind of, what's the difference, because then now I'm comparing army green to luminous green. Which one is luminous green? That's just way too many options. So go and stick with like 4 to 5 variants top on on the variant side, and make the decision simple for your customers. See who's what's the top 5 colors that people are buying, and just limit it to those colors. Okay, simple is better, less is more. You're gonna see a lot more conversions, because when people hesitate to make a decision, they're already out of the buying mood. Okay, I would go in on the description a little bit more. You can use the app called Description Tabs, where it'll organize your descriptions for you. You can make like an actual description where you're selling the product using those words and using that downloadable checklist that I left for you in the description. And you can also add, a spec side where you go into the actual technical details, and then you can create a shipping tab, sort of like the previous store that we saw. I would rate this store right here, and I'm not sure if I rated the last store, but I would rate that last store a 9 out of 10. Honestly, it was a very, very well done store. This one right here, I would rate 7 out of 10. It's a little bit undone, but the layout is clean, and it does okay so far. But let's get into another store real quick. I'm going to go with David here. Got some stats here. He made 3.2K and made an additional $630 in December. So let's take a look at this person's store. It's called Take Risk and Progress, I believe. Yeah, trap. All right, my first impression is, okay, this is clean, but what am I buying? That's my question right now. Take risk and progress. If I didn't even scroll right now, what am I getting into? You know, this is the mindset you need to have. You need to be in your customer's shoes. Now I'm going to scroll down real quick, and okay, we got some Instagram posts. It looks like a very personal brand, but then now the whole theme just switched up on me. It went from trap to yoga and yoga bags and yoga pants. So I would just define your message a little bit more. You know, it's again, it's okay to remove some products if it means that it's going to make a more of an emphasis on your brand, because the emphasis is really why people are going to come and shop with you in the first place. So, you know, focus on maybe the backpacks and the apparel real quick, because the yoga is kind of throwing me off. It's throwing me off. I'm not going to lie. You know, I'd make these banners smaller, especially because it's not like this image is just not relevant at all. It's not, you see how it's just taking up space on your website, you know? Let me check your menu real quick. We got a good sorted menu. Perfect. This is how a menu should look. Very organized. Order lookup. I'll probably add another tab here with reviews or something like that. You got a blog, which is very good. Okay, so I like that. Make sure you guys are using blogs, because that can help with your website getting ranked on Google, and that's free traffic at that point. Let's scroll down here. I want to see. Okay, you might want to clean this up a little bit. You might want to spread them out and have it stacked horizontally rather than vertically. Again, you want to push everything on the page a little bit upwards so that there's less scroll. You know, I know people love to scroll on Instagram and things like that, but in the store you want to make it very long, or, you know, medium scroll but precise. You know, it should take no more than like 10 scrolls to get to the bottom of the page, but it should be more than like, you know, 3 or 5 scrolls with your finger at the same time. So this is good. Have a number over here, so that's very good. That's going to increase trust and get people to shop with you. I'll go over how to get a 1-800 number for your Shopify store in a future video, but I like this so far. The trust is there. I feel like there's a very personal connection to the brand. I feel like if I needed help, I can definitely get in touch with someone. But let's go into the actual clothing real quick. So hold on. So I'm going to click on this yoga bag here. We got some social pins. That's great for sharing and all that. I would do a little bit more with your announcement bar. Free US shipping. Happy holidays. It's kind of bland. It's kind of like, you know, yeah. I want to give y'all a discount, but I'm kind of lazy to think of a proper discount to give y'all. So I would fix this up. Think of a good offer. You want to make your offer attractive. Make it irresistible. That way they have to shop with you. But I don't see myself being able to get any of your other clothing anywhere else. This I can see myself getting from Amazon, which is why I suggest focusing on that. You know, focus on your main product line. That book bag. I really like that one. That one was swaggy, right? You got this. This here is kind of generic. I can get this anywhere, but we got a few things to look at here. We got a description. It's kind of all over though. It's kind of, you know, I don't know where to start. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by this. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the description. You only got 12 reviews here, but this bar right here, you might want to remove this. I don't think this is doing anybody any good going into 2020 with their Shopify stores. People are very familiar with these. They're not accurate. They're not trustworthy or anything, and it might even turn some people off when it comes to shopping with your store. But split test this, okay? I'm putting out suggestions here, but I suggest you go and split test these on your own and come to your own conclusions. But the product page is not bad. It's honestly not bad. You just need to fix up this description a little bit, and I would make the review section a little bit more chunkier, and I think you would do well. Again, fix this up. It's a lot of dead space in between here. You want to consolidate things, but this is not, you know, I would rate this a 7 out of 10. I'd rate this store a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. Honestly, it gets a 6 out of 10 for adding this. If you didn't have this, it'd be a 7 out of 10, but this is a little corny. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to add this to the cart real quick. Let's go and see what your checkout looks like. So we're in the checkout area over here. All right. So I'm going to knock off some more points. This is going to be a 5 out of 10. And the reason why is if you're going to pull something like this off, like this custom coding here, it can work, but it has to be executed well. And if it's going to be staggered like this and pushing this button down below, then you losing points for that, right? Another thing is this right here. This is very common. It's a very known tactic in dropshipping stores. And you might have a great dropshipping store, but if other people have had bad experiences with your competitors' dropshipping stores and they're using this too, they're going to automatically associate that experience with your store, and you don't want that. So try to be as different from your competition as possible when possible. And I would just remove this just because it's not, it's not really serving the purpose. I love the urgency. I would just reword this, and I would make the background blend more with your theme. Like make this a white background with black text, and it would just be clean and seamless. But overall, 5 out of 10 for that store, man. So we got Health and Slay over here by Sedina. So I'm gonna check this. All right, what's you guys' first impressions right off the bat? Now you see what I'm getting at. I hope you guys can see the trends, right? The colors are a little all over the place right off the bat. There's the red, you got this blue, you got the black logo, and then you have this banner here with white text. So get a consistent kind of theme going. I would just stick with black and white. When in doubt, go with black and white. I'm gonna go off topic a little bit, but let's go to these top brands over here, for example, like Adidas. We're gonna go to Fashion Nova, right? And if you look at these brands, these are billion-dollar companies that they keep things simple. They keep things simple. Like the focus is their product. Yes, we know they're a brand, but you want people to enter your store and have to put a price on your brand. You want them to value your brand higher than what it actually is. And the simplest way to do that is to have a solid theme and a consistent vibe, consistent theme going on throughout your store. And you can do that by just keeping everything black. Okay, when in doubt, just go with a black header, go with a black logo, go with a black footer. It's gonna make everything very consistent and solid, and it's gonna make your brand be as perceived as a high value. Okay, I'm gonna go to Fashion Nova real quick because Fashion Nova is hosted on a Shopify, on the Shopify platform. So take a look at what they can do, and they can do the glitters and the colors. They can do that because their brand is built off of glamour, right? But let's scroll down and take a look at black. It's just a black footer. Okay, very clean. It's gonna make it simple. The focus is the products ultimately. People aren't coming to your store because they like the design of your store. So as much effort as you're putting into customizing things on your store, they don't care. They care about the products on there. So just wanted to point that out real quick. But let's get back to health and beauty. I would tighten up this logo a little bit. This bar is a little bit too big and it's pushing the rest of the page down. I would get more consistent colors on your offer. I do like the offer. It's very specific. Use code 20 off for 20% off all purchases over $20. It's a little bit too confusing. Just leave it as use code $20 off for 20% off. And then make sure that you configure the actual coupon to only apply when the order value is over 20. That's really how you're gonna get the most out of using this announcement bar. Be careful with things like this because it can be a bad user experience for people sometimes. And this is also a different color going on here. So if you're gonna do it, make sure you do it right by making it consistent with your brand. Now let's take a look at some of the products here. It's a fitness kind of vibe, so having multiple products doesn't hurt here. I would kind of play around with the fonts a little bit too. Again, you got lime green going on here. You got the light blue. You got red. You got black. So the colors, you just gotta fix up your colors a bit and get a more relevant banner. You can order a gig on Fiverr and send them any of your product images and they'll make a nice banner out of it. So it's gonna emphasize your products a little more. And I suggest any of you go do that on Fiverr right now. Just type in e-commerce banner, website banner. You're gonna find a list of people out there that could go ahead and do this for you. And it's gonna help your brand. It's gonna help drive conversions, and you're gonna have a very relevant photo to show instead of just a generic image. And this product is very, very saturated. So just remove this. It's probably doing you more harm by having it there. But let's go and take a look at, I like the homepage though. It's has a good mixture of content. There's the collections, there's the about us, there's a few products here from the beauty collection, there's a few products here from the fitness collection. But let's take a look at the product page itself. Okay, and the colors are looking, again, it looks like you just had a field day playing around with the colors here. But put some effort into your descriptions. Like I said, you can check what I had to say about the previous stores when it comes to the descriptions. Check out the download in the description area. It's gonna help you a lot. I like the reviews. Maybe try to find a different format where they're a little consolidated so it doesn't take forever to scroll to get to the bottom of the page. Once again, these colors are just throwing me off though. And again, the variants XG07, that's not necessary. Okay, so edit these so that it's actually making sense to the customer when they're reading it. You have to assume they know nothing about your product every single time. So change up your colors, change up the variants, add a description here. Let's take a look at your menu. You got a good menu, got to contact us. I don't see anywhere where I could track my order though. Okay, and I'll probably consolidate your collections to just fitness and health. All right, you can put the beauty inside and the makeup inside the same thing. You can put health and fitness inside the same menu, and then add like an about us and add a reason why people should shop from you once again. Okay, so overall, I'd give this store a 5 out of 10. I give this a 5 out of 10. You could do a lot better. I just don't see myself shopping from there. That's the one question you need to be asking yourself is, when you come into your store, imagine you had no idea what your store is, what it was selling, anything like that. Do you see yourself shopping from your store? And if the answer is maybe, then that means no. You need to go and keep it clean, keep it simple. The best store that we've seen so far is going to be that second store that we looked at. And you guys should go back and model after that store. But I'm going to take a look at this one last store here, Lovelace Pets. So we got Lovelace Pets here. Buy 2 pairs of glasses, get $10 off. Okay, so that's a good deal. Make sure it's an automatic coupon, so it's automatically applied to the cart. I do like this. Right off the bat, I can tell it's glasses, right? So the cats or the pets are wearing glasses. You have a nice hero shot of the image, very clean, high def image. You see how this is clean and black? The colors are consistent. There's the red, yeah, but it's black. It's black here, right? It's very solid, and it makes the things that need to pop, like the title, it makes those pop. And that's what I mean by having a consistent color. Now, we getting into the setup of the store here. It has a good breakdown of the selling points. I would include those 16 reasons why people buy inside these selling points. So I would add those wherever you see fit when it comes to like the selling points and things like that. But let's go ahead and actually check out the product page, because this looks like a very well done store. And if you see right here, it explains a little of we're here to help, but this is also like a why people should buy from them, right? So it's very descriptive. I like what's going on so far. Let's go and check out the product page. So on the product page here, as you can see, very clean. When we come down, if we reduce this logo, it's gonna push everything up once again. But I do like the reviews. Very clean color here, and part of having a consistent, a black and white, just smooth theme is that it's gonna bring out these colors. So even subconsciously, when a customer is scrolling through the page, they might not be actually looking for the star reviews, but seeing it, there in their subconscious is gonna make them feel like the product is trusted, it's trustworthy, and that's great. I would even do it like a compare at price for this right here. I'd mark it up like $24.99 or something, and then show that it's on sale. And then on top of this deal right here, if that's an automatic coupon, they're really gonna feel like they're getting some value out of this purchase. So I like what we got going on so far. If we take a look at the variants, we got a few here. I would even try and reduce this a little bit. I'd try and go for, you see this dark one right here, I'd probably make that one black, or even make it more descriptive, so that people know what it is. And the dynamic checkout button is something that you're gonna have to test on your own. I know there's some people that say, no, remove it from your store, or it depends. Everybody's store, everybody's product and niche is different. For me, on my 7-figure stores, I definitely enable the dynamic checkout button. I see that my conversion rates go up, but you're gonna have to test that. Okay, go 1 week and see what your conversion rate is with it on, and go another week and see what your conversion rate is with it off. And you have to make that decision yourself. So I'm not gonna go and tell you what to do with your store. It comes down to you being savvy enough to know if it's increasing or actually decreasing your conversions. If it's helping, keep it. If not, then remove it. But I do like the sorting of the description here. The same offers, obviously, is stated again, obviously, in this bold red down here. So you can't miss this offer. And you got it sorted, the specs, you got the shipping, you got the guarantees going on. So this is a very well done store. Or we even have the store reviews down here. So this is an example of a store that's built to sell. Right off the bat, I don't even have a pet, but if I did have a pet and I was interested in these products, this is a store that I would buy from, right? And another thing I want to note here is this sticky add to cart. Okay, this is an app where if you're up here and you see the add to cart button, it won't show. But as soon as the add to cart button disappears, this is gonna pop up to replace it. Because again, people cannot check out on your store if they haven't not added to cart. So one way to increase your checkouts and people buying is to have a sticky add to cart here. All right, and that's automatically going to increase your conversions. That's just the way it works. All right, and I do like this store so far, and I'm gonna rate this right now at a 10 out of 10. This is probably the best store that we've seen here today, just because of how simple not only just the theme and the design, but also the product is very relevant. Those images on the homepage spoke to me right when I came to the website, and it's just clean and very well done. I'd see myself shopping here, but that's just me. What do you guys think? Comment down below, let me know. If you like the content of this video, if you learned something or a thing or two about, just your theme design and how to get more conversions in this video, feel free to leave a like, a comment below, and of course, subscribe to the channel, all right? I drop videos like this, like at least once every week or every other week or something like that. The bottom line is your store is really your ultimate selling machine. It sells for you 24/7. So you want to put some effort to making sure that, the descriptions have been catered to. Millions of people are going to be reading this if you really scale it, right? You want to make sure you have a consistent theme and the color design. Don't be some wacky, and don't go crazy with the colors just because you're having fun with it. That's not why your customers are there. They're there to have a smooth buying experience, and hopefully you can make some money, right? So make it easier for them, not just having fun with it on your side. Business is business, but go ahead and implement some of those things. Let me know how it goes for you guys. I'll leave a video right here for you to check out. You might like that too. If not, I'll see you in the next video. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the love and the support and getting this channel past the 20K subscriber mark. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.